What's up, Kin Cats? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, my name is Emily. I'm guessing this video, just based on the title, will probably attract some different people than my usual fitness subscribers. But today's video is all about weird topic, under eye fillers. So I posted my under eye filler transformation picture on Instagram the other day, and I will post it again right here. And everybody was like, oh my god, we need to know more about this. So I'm really glad I got a ton of clips when I went in to see Dr. Mizuguchi the other day for under eye filler. I got a ton of clips, so I just put it into a full video. You get to see the whole process. You get to learn about the filler. You get to learn about, how it helps with under eye circles. Basically, I have, or had, still kind of have, because you can only fix so much, but genetically I have really bad under eye circles. My mom has really dark ones, my dad has really dark ones, and part of it's just from having deep set eyes, which isn't a bad thing, it's just a thing. But it's something that I've always been kind of self-conscious about, and I love makeup, but I also love being able to not wear it, and I'm comfortable not wearing it, but it's just something that I was like, I kind of want to see if this helps it, and I definitely really think it did. So if you're interested in getting under eye filler, I would highly, highly recommend it, especially if you're in the Louisville area. If you're anywhere near where I am, which is Louisville, Kentucky, then definitely go check out Dr. Mizuguchi. They're actually doing like a big derby party this week, so they have a lot of good deals going on every injectable you could think of. So if you're interested in that, definitely give them a call, come into the party, all that good stuff. But yeah, I love Dr. Mizuguchi. He's the bomb. You'll get to see him in a second. But if you want to learn more about under eye fillers and my process and my experience, then keep watching this video. I'll put like a little summary of everything, like cost, pain level, how long it lasts, type of filler used, all that. I'll put that in a text box at the very end of the video. But without further ado, here it is. So if you're anti-filler, if you don't think filler is a good thing to get, if you judge people for getting filler, that's your prerogative. You're entitled to your own opinion, but please don't leave any nasty negative comments in the comment section. They'll just be deleted and you'll be blocked. They're not going to really do anything. There are a ton of people that had questions about this procedure, and so that's who this video is for the people that have questions about it, that are considering doing it themselves. I know it's not for everyone, and that's totally okay, and you're more than welcome to click out of the video if it's not your thing, but if it is your thing, then definitely watch this video.
All right, so tell me what bothers you about your face, or what kind of issues that you're thinking that you
what bothers you though? No, but okay, so like the biggest thing, I mean, I know I have like facial asymmetries. It's really funny.
That's totally, everybody is like that.
Right, my photographer, he's like, it's fun shooting you because it's like shooting 3 different people depending on what angle of your face you get.
That's hilarious.
So like, I don't know what it is, like from left to right, that like makes it uneven, but it would just be nice to know. But I think the biggest thing is underneath my eyes, like I have really dark under eye circles, and it's not necessarily, I don't think it's a pigmentation thing, because like when I'm not wearing makeup, I can see that it's like a little bit of darkness, but it's not like actual super like discoloration. It's more so I think they're just really deep.
So as you can see, you've got a little bit of volume loss right here, and so what we need to do is kind of push that back. Do you see how that kind of helps fix that? So you've got lack of volume right here, in what we call your tear trough, which is where the tear trough is. And so those dark circles are created because of the shadow of the light. So usually when you tilt your head back, you lose those dark circles because it's the shadowing from the lighting that kind of creates that dark circle. So what we can do is insert some filler right through here. And so it doesn't make the bags per se go away, but what it does is softens the delineation between this peak and this peak, so that this valley isn't so prominent. So it kind of softens between the two, and it's like an illusion for the naked eye. It makes it a lot softer.
Then what kind of filler do you normally put in here? Like,
so there's a lot of different products that we can use. I like Restylane in the tear troughs, or a Restylane Refine. Refine is a newer technology of filler. It's an expressive technology, so it's really soft and malleable, so it kind of molds with the face, and because we're all expressive,
especially me.
So it looks really pretty right there, so that it doesn't, like when you actually move your face, because we fill the face at rest, right? So we fix the face when you're in what's called repose, or at rest. But then when you express and you move your face, sometimes you can see those fillers if they're too sticky. We want them to kind of mold with the face. So Refine works really well there, and then Restylane is a really product as well.
Cool. So how long does filler typically last? And then like I know there's differences of people that are more active just because of how much we move.
Exactly. So active people kind of, you almost burn through it quicker only because your metabolisms are a little bit faster. And so it's just like anything else, you're going to burn through it a little bit quicker.
Right.
You can expect to get 9 to 12 months out of it.
That's pretty solid.
It's pretty good. Yeah. And with the eyes, you're looking more towards the 12-month only because it's you know, when it's in the lower face and you're moving your lips or you're eating, you're chewing, you're talking, smiling, all of those things kind of helps break it down quicker. We don't do that with our tear troughs, and so that it lasts a little bit longer in the tear troughs.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, is there anything else that I need to know?
So kind of process, we'll get you cleaned off, and then I'll let you numb for about 15 minutes. We use a lidocaine tetracaine base just to get you good and numb. And then there is lidocaine in the product itself as well, so you may feel a little bit more numb as we go, and that's totally normal. And that's it. We do use a cannula for tear troughs, so it minimizes the risk of bruising. There's just one entry point, so one little puncture, and then we can manipulate the cannula where we need to go.
Oh my goodness.
So a lot of people use Botox or any Dysport neuromodulator and fillers as prophylactic. So for a neuromodulator, if you can't make the line, then you're not going to form the line long term. So we talk about like your forehead or your glabella. People call those their 11s and their crow's feet. We can use neuromodulators in those areas prophylactically. If you can't, again, move the muscle, you can't form the line, then long term, that helps just keep that area smooth. And then same with fillers. So as we start to age, you start to lose volume in your face. And there's so many different factors that create aging and kind of go along with the aging process. So it's loss of bone density, you lose muscle mass, your collagen, your elastin, all those things are starting to deplete as you age. And so all of those things combined with just the pure fact that we live on Earth and gravity exists is pulling everything down. We can use fillers to really reshape the face or fill in those areas that you feel like you've gotten some volume loss. So your entry point is going to be down here, but I do like to numb all the way along the area that's going to be injected.
This is Dr. Mizuguchi. He's literally my favorite human on the whole planet. He's actually the one that did my breast augmentation in 2016. So he's the only person I trust with my face.
So obviously Emily doesn't really have a lot of problems. What she doesn't like is she doesn't like these little dark circles. Dark circles are a big challenge, and really the best I can do for her is to soften it. I'm going to use a cannula for under the eye though, in this area. If you use a needle, you're more likely to cause bruising. So
we don't want that.
I'm going to use a cannula. And when you get a bruising in that area, it doesn't go away in the typical few days to a week. It may last there for months. So cannula really helps. And first, let me have that cannula too. Maybe unplug it or unplug it. So you can see the difference. Emily, don't look at it. So you can see the needle's sharp.
Oh no, I don't even care.
And the cannula's dull.
Yeah, and this one looks a lot thinner.
Right.
It is, it's small.
So you can see that cannula. The needle has a point to it, which is neat, which is obviously important to penetrate the skin. So I'm actually going to use this needle. You can tilt your head back.
Can we lay her back?
No, she's good. Are you okay with the way you are? Okay. This is much better to do. So that way I can get a small little puncture hole. And then now, all I got to do, the challenge is to find this tiny little hole. There it is. And I'm going to just thread this cannula in. And I don't know how bad this is to you.
I can't feel that at all.
Well, good. And so the cannula is blunt.
Pretty comfortable.
So it just glides through the tissue. And it's a wonderful way to try to reduce the potential of bruising. And you can see, I hope you guys can see that is really filling as I'm doing it. I can see it from my angle that it's getting better.
Good. That's
I wish I can completely get rid of it. That's it's really that's not really a realistic kind of goal. But it's definitely a noticeable difference. Maggie might even be able to see through that camera. Can you, Maggie? So, wow, look at that. It's smoother. Now, this dark coloration's kind of fooling us. but that groove is almost gone. Wow. Okay. So you can hand her a mirror. So
I know, I'm like, everybody else gets to see this. I want to see it.
So we're gonna get her a mirror in here in a second here. You can actually really tell the difference.
Oh my gosh.
Right? It's still
Wow.
there, but it's...
No, it's like not nearly as
right,
deep as this
exactly.
side.
And that side was your worst. I mean, I'm sorry, this side
This
is
side
your
is
worst
the worst
right?
side. Yeah. That's
Okay.
crazy.
Let's go to the other side
Oh my
now.
gosh.
And the worst thing that you can do with these treatments is to overdo it, because once you overdo it, it looks like you got treated.
Right.
And we never really want that. So again, a puncture. Just a tiny little... You can feel that little bit of tearing or shearing, I guess. That hurt?
Mm-mm.
Open your eyes, can you? Okay. Sometimes you look better with your eyes closed, though. You have to be careful. How's your pain level? Still pretty
This one's
good?
a little higher. It's definitely not bad though at all.
Okay. You know, that's just one syringe.
Yeah,
It's called,
okay.
it's actually the original Restylane. So the regular Restylane, how's that? And it also has lidocaine in it, so you'll get numb here in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I think, you know, there's definitely a noticeable change. And what's nice about this is that the product's injected very deeply so that you're not
Right.
really going to see it.
Right.
Okay. And you actually have really good soft tissue.
Good.
So that,
Take a peek, see what you
I
think.
know, I know.
okay.
Oh my gosh, wow. Yeah, that one's
Okay.
a lot better. And like even this I can see like they're
Right.
even, like they're more even now.
Right.
Yay.
Still there,
Yeah.
but you know, again, part of it is to see this discoloration that you have.
Right.
That makes it harder, okay? And I wish there was a way to get rid of that discoloration, but we don't,
There's- yeah.
other than makeup and such.
Okay, so you guys, he's gonna be on the podcast soon. First thing we're gonna talk about is breast augmentations because that's, you know, he did mine. He's the best. Like he's the person to talk to. You guys ask me about them all the time. Then we're gonna do a separate episode on like all things filler. So if you have any questions, leave them down below. Or if you're like super shy, super self-conscious, like send me a DM, send me an email. It's always anonymous. So just send me any questions that you have. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the best.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.